Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my classic USFL franchise with the New Orleans Breakers. We're in week 11 and coming off our loss against the New York Knights. That brings us to a 4-6 record. As you can see, that is good for second place in the NFC South, which the NFC South just has had a down year so far. As you can see, the Birmingham Stallions and the Tampa Bay Bandits are performing worse than us record-wise. Our next game is against the Tampa Bay Bandits, a much easier team this week than last week. The New York Knights might be the best team in the USFL. Tampa Bay Bandits have been struggling so far this year. They have a 2-7 record. We did beat them earlier on this year, as we'll see. But going across the rest of the divisional races, the Washington Federals still lead the NFC East despite being on a 2-game losing streak. The New Jersey Generals are catching up with them, as they did upset the Los Angeles Express this week in a game this week that I did live stream on my channel, beating them 30-28. So that pulls them within a half a game of the Washington Federals. So we'll see how the Federals do this week to see if they can maintain that lead in the division. The New York Knights, of course, as I mentioned, they might be the best team in the league. They are 8-2 after defeating us. So they have a 1.5 game lead over the Blitz in the NFC North. NFC South, Shreveport Pirates still have the edge in our division. And they do have two. I think we split our games with them, so they are currently have the track into winning our division so far. The NFC West, the Los Angeles Express, as I mentioned, lost this week, but they still have the edge in the NFC West over the Oakland Invaders and Oklahoma Outlaws, who are still contending for that division. In the AFC East, you have the Frankfurt Galaxy and Berlin Thunder tied for the division lead there, both at 6-4. In the AFC North, you have the Pittsburgh Maulers, who got absolutely clobbered by their division rival, the Ohio Glory, 41-7. That was a game for this week that's been played already. That was live streamed on my channel as well. They still own a game and a half lead in that division, despite losing to the Glory there. And then the AFC South is kind of going to be a three-way matchup between Orlando, Jacksonville, and Memphis. Jacksonville gaining a little bit more ground there, the defending USFL champions. And then the AFC West, the Denver Gold is running away with that division. They're at 8-1. They're on a 4-game winning streak. And it'll be completely shocked if they don't win that division. So that's a quick look at the standings. Let's go ahead and preview our next opponent, the Tampa Bay Bandits. So the Tampa Bay Bandits are 2-7. They're in dead last in the NFC South division. We did beat them 19-17 a few weeks ago at home in the Louisiana Superdome. This upcoming game is in Tampa Bay. We look at their schedule. Their last game was also against the New York Knights, where they lost by 21 points on the road. And then the previous week they lost to us, as I mentioned. And one of their 2 wins is against the Philadelphia Stars, who are also 2-7. So they have not performed well this season, and they're probably in the bottom 5 teams in the USFL so far. So what the Tampa Bay Bandits have struggled with so far, they don't have that bad of a roster. Sean Osborne is their starting quarterback. He's a 91 overall and a superstar with superstar development. It's really their defense. They've given up, they average giving up 120 yards rushing per game. That's good for 28th in the USFL. And they're giving up 26 points a game, which is 30th in the USFL. And they haven't been able to get turnovers on defense either. they've only got 2 takeaways this entire season so far, and that's second to last in the USFL. So clearly that defense has been their weak spot so far on the season. They do have a couple players injured. They have Austin Gant, their defensive tackle, is going to be out. And Caleb Haynes, their right guard, is also going to be out for a few weeks. As I mentioned, this game is in Tampa. We are a 3.5-point underdog. But I think this is obviously a winnable game now. Actually, I think we should actually win this game. So we'll see what happens. Let's go into the Madden Trainer tool and see how our team performed during weekly practice. All right, we're in the Madden Trainer tool. And if we look at our training results for the Breakers, it was not a good week of practice once again. And this is starting to be a trend here, as I think we've only had one player who got bumped up 1 point on their overall. We actually had a player lose 1 point of overall. So not a lot of progress being made overall as a team. If we look at the center position, Nathan Howard had an excellent week of practice, but he didn't make any gains. And that's probably because it could be because of bad luck, but it could be also that his potential is not that much, and he's already reached his potential in many of the ratings. So he's only a second year guy, so that's not good to see there. Joe Tippmann, he's not going to make any increases as a 12-year veteran, so that's not shocking. Our cornerback group did okay, as we had a few players make some gains there. We had Duke Howard, our second best corner, gained some awareness. Jermichael Stapleton, a second-year guy, had elite practice, but he only made 1 point. He only made a 1 point gain in zone coverage, which is kind of telling as well. Cedric Winslow, a rookie, got a point of awareness and press, which is good for our corner. Nothing happening on our defensive tackle group. Our fullback got a 1 point gain in ball carrier vision, which is, a minimal thing. Unfortunately, injuries really hurt us last week. We now have 4 players on the injury list. And so we had several players who did not participate in practice and or workouts. Roy Alexander being one of them, who did not participate in either one. So he loses acceleration and man coverage. Running back group, Derek Perryman had a good practice, gaining 1 point in spin move and short route running. He has a lot to make up. As you can see, this is his history in terms of workouts and practices during the season. As you can see, he was injured for a few weeks, and he was being lethargic in workouts even before that. So he has a lot to make up for if we want him to be part of our future. Left tackle group, nothing major there. Derek Griffey, lethargic, lost 1 point of strength. Not good. Stephen Monroe continues making progressions. First year quarterback. Got a 1 point gain in throw accuracy mid-range. If we look at him, you can see how he's been steadily progressing throughout the year, especially during the preseason. So if he can continue that, he's good. He might be able to fight for a backup quarterback spot in the future. Sidney Sears, our star rookie on the offensive line, got hurt last game. Unfortunately, he lost 1 point of strength due to missing workouts. He's had a great year so far. This is the first setback he's had this year. I don't think his injury I think his injury is only for 1 week, so I'm not too concerned about him. Brian Brackett continues his great year at right tackle, having an elite practice and a good workout, gaining awareness and pass block finesse, and potential awareness and potential pass block finesse. And that bumps his overall to a 79. As you can see, that's the 4th elite practice he's had so far this season, which is a lot. And he hasn't had any bad practices or workouts or anything. So good to see him continually progress. He's still at the age where he has a couple more years to gain on his football skills. Martavis Moore got hurt again in the last game. That is beginning to be a big problem, as this is the second time he's been hurt. And as you can see, he did lose 1 point of speed due to missing workouts. He just hasn't been able to progress, and he's actually losing more than he's gaining just because of the injuries. So that's disappointing, to say the least. Quan George with a minimal gain to short route running. But that's about it. We've only had one player gain 1 point overall. And Lawrence Gibson lost 1 point of overall due to his bad practice. So looking at the overall progress, as we can see, not much there. Stephen Monroe and Derek Griffey are still at the top, gaining 4 points of overall since the beginning of the season. But we're just not seeing players reach their potential fast enough compared to the rest of the league. If I show all teams here, you can see there are players who've gotten up to +8 overall since the beginning of the season. So that's definitely got to be a consideration for us when we plan on who to keep and who to acquire. Well, anyway, let's go in game and start preparing for our game against the Tampa Bay Bandits. All right, we're in game, and we have plenty of things to do before we start the game. We have a bunch of scenarios. It looks like we have a breakout wide receiver, which is a good thing. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. Coach, last week's was awesome. Back in high school and college, a lot of teams used me primarily as a blocker, but I've always considered myself a receiving threat. It's nice to be treated like one. Keep throwing it my way. I truly believe I have the potential to be one of the best players on the team, and all I need is the opportunity to prove it. All right. It's not showing us a graphic for some reason, so I don't know who this is. I think they will tell us, though. Yes, get Rakeem Faulkner 3+ touchdowns or 150 yards rushing receiving. All right, yeah, so Rakeem Faulkner did have a great game last week. So that's probably what triggered this. He's a tight end, though. I don't know why they said wide receiver there. But anyway, now we have a prospect spotlight. Discuss a rising college prospect with the front office. We should keep our eyes on wide receiver Jonathan Caruthers. He's becoming a hot name among prospects. Will do. I'll take a peek and get back with you. All right. So that's usually a clue that he might be a hidden gem in the draft. And wide receiver probably is a position of need for us. And so now we need to choose our focus players. Let's go ahead and do that. So here's Jonathan Caruthers, who was just recommended to us for scouting. He doesn't have good catching. He has average deep route and release. He's projected to go in the second to third round. Probably has a high penalty trait. He's a playmaker archetype. He has great physicals, though. He has great awareness, vision, break tackle, catching traffic. Does not have good route running, however. For medium and deep routes, anyway. He has good spectacular catch. So he looks to be more like a short slot receiver, a short route, route running slot receiver or something like that. I'm not exactly ecstatic about him. But let's see where else we can potentially emphasize our scouting on. So the 3 players I'm going to select Don Powell, a strong arm quarterback, as quarterback is going to be a position of need for us going forward, I think. I think I am going to scout. I'm going to scout Jonathan Caruthers, the wide receiver that was recommended to us. And as a third option, corner is going to be a need that we have as well. We definitely need to upgrade our secondary. And Rashad Gilmore seems to have pretty good skills. I'm going to scout him. So that's going to be our 3 players that we're going to set our super focused scouting to. And as I mentioned, our injury report is a lot bigger now. It has grown by 3 as Martavis Moore's injured once again. We have Roy Alexander, who's also hurt, and we have Sidney Sears, who's going to be out a couple weeks. So that's going to present numbers problems for our active roster at the guard position and in the secondary. So let's make some moves to accommodate those 2 injuries. So first thing is, I think we need to upgrade Eric Church to the active roster, as we're going to need another guard on the active roster. And we do not have another safety on the practice squad, so we're going to have to sign a free agent. So let's go ahead and do that. So we just kind of need a backup caliber free safety and somebody, a player who can go to the practice squad eventually. So there's only 2 practice squad eligible free safeties, so not many options out there. I'm just going to go with Rashad Byram right here. And we'll sign him to the active roster. All right, we don't need 6 wide receivers on the active roster, so I'm going to move Lawrence Gibson back to the practice squad. So that's 1 spot that we freed up. Now we need to free up 1 more spot on the active roster. We have 4 running backs on the active roster. We can move Brendan Henley back to the practice squad as well. Now we just need to adjust our depth charts to accommodate our new players. So we'll move Eric Church to the backup right guard position. And then at free safety, we want to move Rashad Byram to the backup free safety position here. And we'll put John Carter in third here. So that should take care of that. All right, and with that, I think we're all set. Let's go ahead and take it to Tampa Bay and go to kickoff. All right, Breakers will be kicking off to start off. And that'll be a touchback, where Osborne, the quarterback for the Bandits, comes onto the field. Sean Osborne, I think, being the only quarterback wearing the number 0 in the USFL. He starts out in the shotgun as he drops back to throw. He finds an open receiver. That is number 86. That's good for 7 yards. That is Gibson with the catch. 2nd down and 3. And Day gets the handoff, and he has plenty of room. He makes a move, and that's a 13-yard gain. Westbrook with the tackle for the Breakers. Osborne to throw, and he throws a little bit behind his receiver, but he was still able to make the catch. That's good for 6 yards. That is Barnett. 2nd down and 4. Osborne back to throw. He throws it deep, and it is deflected by the Breakers secondary. It's going to be 3rd down and 4 now. Osborne in the shotgun. He drops back to throw, and he has an open receiver, but he couldn't hang on. Breakers catch a break there as the receiver was open there for a 1st down, but he couldn't hang on to the football. And so that'll bring the punt team on for Tampa Bay. And that's almost out at the 1-yard line, but it goes into the end zone for a touchback. Osborne comes out in the shotgun. He drops back to throw, and wide open over the middle is Barnett. And that's going to be a 1st down at the 42-yard line. Osborne in the shotgun once again. He drops back to throw, and that is almost intercepted. That is Carter, who almost had the interception. 2nd down and 10 for Tampa Bay. Osborne to throw once again. And a diving attempt at a catch was made, but Barnett could not hang on to it. This could be 3rd down and 10 now for Tampa Bay. Osborne to throw. He throws it over the middle, and that is caught by number 86. And that's going to be a 1st down for the Bandits. That is Gibson with his 2nd catch. So Tampa Bay coming out throwing in this game so far. Osborne back to throw once again. He rolls out to his left, throws it, and it is incomplete, as the receiver had a chance at it, but Long was there to defend it. It's going to be 2nd down and 10. Osborne, he's getting pressure. He fumbles the ball, and the Breakers fall on it. Bird with the forced fumble got to Osborne, and the Breakers get a much-needed turnover. Herbert in the shotgun. He drops back to throw. And the catch is made at the 26-yard line. That is Quan George, who's been able to make some big plays over the course of the season. 1st down and 10 for New Orleans at the 26-yard line. Herbert back to throw once again. And he dumps it off to Dowling, the tight end. That's going to be a 4-yard gain. We'll make that Shaquille Mason. And that's a 4-yard gain. 2nd down and 6. Herbert to throw. And he finds Rakeem Faulkner, who's just short of the 1st down. It's going to be 3rd down and 1. Play action by Herbert. He throws it in the end zone, and he had a wide open receiver, but it was overthrown. And it's going to be 4th down and 1. Let's see what the Breakers decide to do here. They're going to go for it. 4th down and 1 at the 17-yard line. Perryman alone back in the backfield. Quick throw to the outside, but the Tampa Bay Bandits swarm to Shaquille Mason there, and the Breakers are going to turn it over on downs. So the Bandits will take over deep in their territory at the 18-yard line. It's a blown opportunity there for the Breakers offense. Quick throw by Osborne, and that is caught. That is number 83. That is Eubanks with his first catch. Osborne hands it off to Day. Day has some daylight to the outside. He makes a move, and he's down all the way to the 49-yard line. That's only the 2nd carry for Day, and he's had 2 big runs on both carries. Osborne under center. He drops back to throw and throws it in a double coverage. That was a dangerous throw there, but the ball falls harmlessly incomplete. 2nd down and 10. Osborne to throw, and that is intercepted at the 40-yard line. He has some daylight. He's to the 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. Nobody's going to catch him. That's going to be a touchdown for Ramon Melvin, the corner, number 33. And the Breakers go up 6-0. Moody on for the extra point for the Breakers. And it is 7-0. Perryman gets the handoff over the middle. He has some room. He's to the 50. He's to the 40. Down all the way to the 38-yard line. What a big run for Perryman there. That's a 38-yard run. 1st down for the Breakers at the 38-yard line. Herbert in the shotgun. Herbert drops back to throw, and he finds Faulkner up the middle for 14 yards. That's going to be another 1st down. Herbert in the shotgun. And he finds an open receiver there for 7 yards. I couldn't make out who that was. That was Shaquille Mason, his 2nd catch. 2nd down and 3. Herbert back to throw. Finds Quan George just beyond the 1st down marker. And that'll move the chains. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 12. Herbert to throw. Throws in the end zone. And that is intercepted in the end zone. That is Crawford for the Bandits. And the Breakers once again cannot score in the red zone. So that'll be a touchback, and so the Bandits will take over to the 20-yard line. That is 3 turnovers combined by both teams in the first quarter. Osborne drops back to throw. And he has a receiver to the 31-yard line. That is Barnett. Quick throw by Osborne is incomplete. It's going to be 2nd down and 10. Osborne completes his throw to the 45-yard line. As Gibson with his 3rd catch. Osborne hands it off to Day. But Day's only manages a yard that time. It's going to be 2nd down and 9. As time is running out in the first quarter. And that's going to do it. Breakers have a 7-0 lead at the end of the first quarter. So it's going to be 1st down for the Breakers at the 28-yard line. Herbert to throw. Dumps it off to Mason once again. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It's going to be 2nd down and 4. Perryman, the lone back in the backfield once again. He gets the handoff. He fights his way towards the 1st down marker. Let's see if they give it to him. They did. That's going to be another Breakers 1st down. First down and 10 at the 18-yard line. Perryman gets it. He makes a move. Cuts it inside, but there is a flag on the play. This is probably coming back. It is holding on the Breakers. First down and 16 now. Herbert hands it off to Perryman, who dodges a tackler in the backfield, but that's only going to be a 1-yard gain. 2nd down and 14. Perryman gets the handoff once again, but no room to run. He's going to lose a yard. 3rd down and 17 now. Herbert to throw. He's getting pressured, and he's going to go down all the way back to the 35-yard line. So that's going to make for a long field goal attempt now. Pat Porter with the sack. This will be a 50-yard field goal for Moody. And it is good. So the Breakers increase their lead to 10-0. 2nd down and 15. Herbert to throw. And nice catch is made there by Saunders down at the 30-yard line. That is Saunders' first catch of the day, and that goes for 20 yards. Herbert out of the shotgun. And he throws to I believe that was Quan George who made the catch. It's going to be first down and 10 at the 17-yard line after the 2-minute warning. That was Mason with the catch. Herbert trying to set up the screen to Perryman, and he cannot get past the defender there. It's going to be second down and 10. Clock still running with 1 minute and 27 seconds remaining. And the handoff is to Perryman. He has a lot of room up the middle. And that's good for 7 yards. It's going to be third down and 3 now. Breaker's going to let the clock run here. Herbert dumps it off to Perryman, who makes a move up the middle, and it's going to be first down and goal at the 4-yard line. Breakers use their first timeout. Vernon now checks into the game at running back. Play action by Herbert, and he's going to take a sack. Down at the 13-yard line. And there is an injury on the play. They didn't show who got injured, though. I hope it's not Herbert. It is Herbert. And that is broken up. Actually, that is Herbert that was still in the game. So it was not Herbert who got hurt. They didn't show who got hurt there. Third down and goal at the 13-yard line. Herbert can't find anybody. He rolls out to his left now. He's going to run. And he slides at the 6-yard line. So it's going to be fourth down and goal as the Breaker uses another timeout. This will be a chip shot field goal for Moody. And it is good, and so it is now 13-0 Breakers. Offset eye for the Breakers now. First down and 10 at the 36-yard line. Play action by Herbert. And that is tipped at the line. It's going to be second down and 10. Pistol formation for the Breakers now. Vernon in the backfield. And Herbert dumps it off to Faulkner up the middle. It's going to be third down and 6. Herbert to throw. Throws it to Faulkner, but it's going to be 1 yard short of the first down. Let's see what the Breakers decide to do here if they're going to go for it. They're going to go for it. Breakers come out in I formation. They tried to go for it on fourth down earlier and did not convert. Vernon gets it, and he gets the first down this time and more. Down at the 20-yard line. Herbert hands it off to Perryman, but nope, he's going to lose a yard. It's going to be second down and 11. Herbert dumps it off to Saunders, who manages to get about 9 yards. It's going to be third down and 2. Perryman gets the first down with the run up the middle to the 7-yard line. It's going to be first and goal for the Breakers offense. I formation for the Breakers. Perryman with the run up the middle. He gets to the 2-yard line. It's going to be second down and goal. Goal line formation for the Breakers. Vernon checks into the game at tailback. And the pitch goes to Vernon, who gets a block, but he gets hit hard at the 1 yard line. It's going to be third down and goal, and there is an injury on the field. And it looks like a defensive lineman for the Bandits is going to the locker room. Third down and goal for the Breakers. Herbert in the shotgun. He drops the throw, throws it in the end zone, and it is broken up. And so now it's going to be fourth down and goal at the 1 yard line. Let's see what the Breakers decide to do here. They're going to go for it. Offset I, Vernon in the backfield. Vernon gets the handoff, and he dives into the end zone for a touchdown. Paul Vernon, who's been good all year at those goal line runs, gets it in for the Breakers. And so the Breakers are going to go for 2 here. Herbert in the shotgun. He drops back to throw. He's getting chased. He's going to try and run it into the end zone, and he cannot get there. So the score is going to remain 19-0. Play action by Osborne. He dumps it off to his tight end in the backfield, but he can't get to the first down marker. It's going to be third down and inches. Play action by Osborne. He finds a receiver open at the 27 yard line, so that's going to be a first down for the Bandits. Catch by Gibson there. And so now the Bandits are making their deepest penetration into the Breakers' side of the field all game long. Osborne back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. It's going to be second down and 10. Osborne back to throw. He throws it deep over the middle, and a diving catch is made there. That is Gigwear with his first catch, and that goes for 20 yards. That's going to be first down and goal for Tampa Bay. Osborne in the shotgun. He hands it off to Day, I believe, who fights his way to the 1 yard line. It's going to be second down and goal. I formation for Tampa Bay. Day in the backfield. Day gets the handoff, and he easily gets into the end zone for a touchdown. Manny Day, number 20. And so the Bandits score their first points of the day late in the third quarter. And the extra point is good. And so it is now 19-7 Breakers. Play action by Osborne. And he throws it way out of bounds there. It's going to be second down and 10. Osborne tries to set up the screen, but is unsuccessful in doing so. It's going to be third down and 10. Osborne to throw. That is almost intercepted as he threw it into double coverage. Howard had a chance to make the interception. But this will probably be a field goal attempt for Tampa Bay. This will be a 48-yard field goal attempt. The kick is up and it is no good. Keys missed it to the right, I believe. Herbert goes play action. Can't find anybody. Now he's going to take off and run, and he only gets a yard. It's going to be 2nd down and 9. Offset eye for the Breakers. Perryman in the backfield. Herbert drops back to throw. He finds Faulkner at the 45-yard line. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It's going to be 3rd down and 4. Faulkner now with 7 catches. Herbert to throw, and that is incomplete. And so now it's going to be 4th down and 4 at the 45-yard line. Let's see if the Breakers decide to go for it or if they're going to punt. They're going to punt. And that's going to go into the end zone for a touchback. Herbert in the shotgun once again. He drops the throw. And Quan George makes the catch, but only for a yard. It's going to be 2nd down and 9. And they give us to Vernon, who gets a couple yards. It's going to be 3rd down and 7. Herbert drops back to throw. Can't find anybody. He's going to get sacked. That is Lane. And that's the 3rd sack for Tampa Bay. And the Breakers will have to punt. The Breakers, of course, missing their starting right guard. And this is going to be returned. He has some room to the left side. He's still right. He's to the 50. He's to the 40, 30, 20, 10. And nobody's going to catch him. And that's going to be a punt return for a touchdown for Sammy Gibson of the Bandits. And that is just what the Breakers did not need. Their defense has been playing good all game long. And the Bandits get a touchdown on special teams. And the extra point is good. And so now it is 19-14 Breakers. Still plenty of time left in this game. Breakers need to figure out how to get a long time consuming drive to put this game away. Herbert comes out in the shotgun. Play action by Herbert. He's going to go deep. He has a receiver open. That is Saunders. He is going to gone. He's gone for a touchdown. Sheldon Saunders, number 87, with an 80-yard touchdown for the Breakers. And a perfect throw was made there by Herbert. And Moody kicks the extra point, and it only took one play for the Breakers to get that touchdown back. It is now 26-14. It's going to be second down and 10. Osborne tried to set up the screen, but got too much pressure there by Wolford. It's going to be third down and 10. Osborne back to throw. He's getting pressured to the left side. He has to throw it away. There is a flag. They're going to call roughing the passer on the Breakers. That is on Jonathan Samuel, the defensive tackle, and that's a backbreaker there as that gives the Bandits a first down at the 17-yard line. Osborne to throw. Dumps it off to the running back up the middle. That goes for 7 yards. It's going to be second down and 3. Bandits go no huddle. Osborne to throw once again. He dumps it off up the middle, and that's going to be a first down at the 5-yard line. Clock's still running. Bandits do not use a timeout. Osborne to throw once again, and that is going to be incomplete. So it's going to be second down and goal at the 5-yard line. Osborne to throw. He's going to run it up the middle, and he's going to easily get into the end zone. Sean Osborne runs the quarterback draw and completely fooled the Breakers defense there. And so the Bandits are within one score once again. And so it is 26-21 with 2 minutes and 14 seconds remaining. Bandits elect to kick it off with still having 3 timeouts to use on defense. And to give us to Vernon up the middle, he gets about 3 yards. And the Bandits elect not to use a timeout here. They're going to let it run to the 2-minute warning. I formation for the Breakers. Vernon gets the handoff, and he gets about 8 yards. It's going to be third down and 2 as Tampa Bay calls a timeout. Herbert throws it to Quan George, and that's going to be a first down, and that might do it as the Bandits have to use another timeout. Vernon with the carry once again, and he fights for 1 yard. It's going to be second down and 9. Bandits use their last timeout. Herbert hands it up to Vernon, and he has the first down, and that will definitely do it. And that's going to do it as the Breakers will come out with a 26-21 victory over the Tampa Bay Bandits. So a big day for the Breakers defense, a total 180 from last week, holding Sean Osborne to a 50.1 quarterback rating, only completing 43% of his throws, and of course the pick 6 on defense was a big game changer there at the beginning of the game. Derek Perryman gets another 100-yard game, averaging 6.3 yards a carry, including a 33-yard run. But the story of the game was definitely the Breakers' defense, really only allowing 2 touchdowns, as one of the touchdowns by the Bandits was on special teams. The Bandits only had 295 yards of total offense. So that was a big thing. And the 2 turnovers that the Breakers defense forced in the first half was a big factor in the game as well. So let's go ahead and go out of the game and see if we had a scenario. We had a player that had a potential to get an upgrade. Let's see if they're going to get that upgrade. It was Rakeem Faulkner, the tight end. Let's see if he gets his upgrade. He didn't get it done. I don't feel like I was given the opportunity. If I'm not a focal point of the offense, then whatever, that's fine, but I'm disappointed. Well, he had a pretty good game. I guess he didn't quite get enough. I think he might have needed a touchdown. I can't remember. But anyway, the Breakers do move up to 5-6. And the Bandits move down to 2-8 now. And the Breakers still have a chance to get in the playoff race, but we need to continue to pile up wins. It's going to be difficult the next couple of weeks, though. As you can see, our next couple of games is against the defending USFL champion Bulls next week. And then we have the Milwaukee Rage after that. So the schedule's going to be tough the next couple of weeks, but we'll see. We definitely have the potential to win those games. So we'll see what happens. But in the meantime, thanks once again for watching. Be sure and like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.